Hey y'all, I just wanted to come on really quick and um, talk about death perspective. So many people, whether we're talking about like the physical death of a person or death of our ego, which that's a whole different conversation I'm not going to get into right now, but things that I've been hearing lately is time heals all wounds. And I don't believe that time heals all wounds. Um, I think time lessens our intensity of it, right? I don't think it heals all. And then sometimes when it's the death of a person, I think even years later, you may or may not experience that incomplete deaths. The other thing I want to say is where I see a lot of grief wrapped up in is in this specific area. We will lose someone on this earth, and selfishly, and I'm gonna tell y'all from my perspective, selfishly, I am always sad because I cannot have them in my physical presence. But when I change my outlook to be like, I'm so grateful that I got to experience this person in this lifetime, because here's the thing is, we are all in this world, right? Until we're not in this lifetime. And with that comes knowledge of how we receive things, knowledge of how we invoke certain things. And I say this to say, we got to experience in the lifetime, but no one's ever really gone. Their body has left this earth, but their spirit is still here. That's why you have memories of them. That's why they visit you in your dreams, if you're blessed enough. A person's spirit will live on time and time. It's why you can feel their presence when you play a certain song. I remember when my grandmother passed, my great grandma passed a couple of years ago. And I kept being like, now this was before my brink of like spirituality, and I really found out that I could still connect with her at any time. I would go in the candy section, and I used to love candy, probably still do. And it would be like this overwhelming smell of butterscotch because she used to love those candies. And I mean, like, no packages open, nothing. I hear a song, and all of a sudden, the hairs on my arms stand up. I've got goosebumps, and I can feel the warmness of her. Or I can feel a very cold presence on my shoulder. And I kept thinking to myself, she can't be gone. I can't call her and she won't pick up the phone, but she's not gone because she's still in my heart. And so I think that when we are grieving, obviously respect your process. I'm a therapist, so I understand that there is literally no process, no timetable on grief. But as a spiritual being in this human experience, don't ever underestimate how you can connect to somebody's spirit, someone who loved you deeply. All relationships evolve, and they don't always evolve while we're living here on this earth, right? I think my relationship with her, it was great. It was good while she was alive. But in her absence, it is beyond this world. So for my spiritual people, that is the small perspective I want to give. And just to reiterate things, remember that they are gone in the flesh. Spirit doesn't die. It gets dark sometime, but it doesn't die. So that's all I have to say on that. Peace and blessings. I hope that didn't go over your head. But if you're here, I know it didn't.